Hey, my dearies. So I wanted to do a video, a tarot reader. Gosh, it's been a long day. All right, I've been wanting to do a tarot reading on the whole dating thing. Okay, I wanted to do a tarot reading on that because I've noticed with my experience dating that when I look at, and I'm not judging anyone. You do whatever you want to do. I noticed that men are attracted to women, but they don't like women. They don't like women. There's a huge difference between just being attracted to them and liking them. A lot of them don't like women. A lot of them hate women. They find them attractive, so they treat them like shit. Or they'll say, "Oh, this is transactional. So I give you something, you give me something." So a lot of very bitter, burnt, resentful, a lot of guys on the rebound that are trying to replace whatever crap the ex did with somebody new without healing from the previous person. Like, nobody's healing. Nobody even thinks they need to heal because they're stuck in their ego. And let me tell you something, the male ego is the hardest thing to break. That's why I believe that Creator made sacred plants to kick men's egos. I think men need a good kick in the ass, and preferably with the ego. Women as well, but women, they're portals. They connect with source like that. As soon as I had children, the portal was open for me. That was me. That's how my connection to source happened. With men, they have to either go through a dark night of the soul or some type of shadow tower moment, oh shit moment, and their ego has to be punched really hard. Like, they really have to get kicked in the balls with the ego death. Okay, so like I was just shuffling my oracle decks, and I have several dating sites, right? Why not, right? So I'm looking and I'm like, all right, what is this guy's intentions towards me? And this will come up. Look at that. Or what else? Or this will come up. This happens when they use you and then they don't want anything to do with you. They're like, all right, I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted, and now I'm done with them. Okay, there's that. Obviously, karmic relationship, that's what it means. Exactly what it means. It's going to be a lesson. So I have to ask myself, do I want to deal with the lesson? No, thank you. I'm good. I'll stay single. I'm good. Let's see. I'll get this one. Narcissist. Self-absorbed. Narcissist. Oh my goodness. Do I think I want to deal with that? Heck to the no. Heck to the no. A lot of these guys, unhealed, they need to go within. And this is why the male loneliness epidemic is going on. Okay? Men are lonely because of this. Unhealed. And women are asking for more. Go within. Heal yourself. Look within yourself. Get an ego death. Figure it out. Right? All right, what else? Oh, this one's my favorite. The snake. That's when they hate you. When this one comes out, they're like competitive. They want to like compete with me. Men are so competitive that they will compete with a woman. Like, that's how competitive they are. So sad. Like, I don't know if you've seen the video of the woman going up the escalator and everyone's rooting her on, and then some guy comes out and he's like, I could do better. And everyone's like, well, nobody asked you. So this one comes out. See, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. You see the other woman. So somebody's like hating, jealous, competitive. Like, no thanks. Really? You're supposed to compete with the woman? No, that's not how it works. You compete with the men. the woman, if you're with that woman, she shines. She stands next to you. She shines. She's like, yes, look at what he has, instead of, oh gosh, look at her, she's better than me, I have to dim her light, right? That's what they're saying. They're like, oh my goodness, the attention's off of me. Oh no, I have to dim her light because she's shining too bright. Oh no. God is forbid. All right, which one's the other one? Oh, I'll get this one. Oh, they're always running. They go, try to get what they want, and then they run. Oh no. Or this one's something. This is when you mirror one another. I mean, you gotta ask, like, do you want to deal with that and just get triggered throughout the relationship? This one triggers the childhood wounds, the chaser. This is the one that is unhealed and they want to be in a relationship, so they're constantly chasing the lover, the one that they want to be with. They're constantly chasing after because of their abandonment wounds or separation anxiety, and they're constantly chasing. I need to be with this person. I need to be with this person. I've been there. I get it. See, but I healed those wounds. So yeah, I'm no chaser anymore. Yeah, and I'm not a runner either. I'm just staying single because that's what brings me peace. I prioritize my peace over chaos. And the only guys that are out there are chaotic. So no thank you. No thank you. All right, which one's the other one that I've seen? Oh, this one. This one's my favorite because this is the one where you meet a guy and they love bomb you. They give, oh my goodness, they're like the perfect guy. Perfect guy. And then they ghost. They ghost and then they disappear. Or they act like, let's see if I can find it. They do this. They pull this one like, oh, I don't feel like talking. Oh, I'm not in the mood. One of those mood, whatever, right? Hormonal shifts. I don't know. Whatever. And then they pull back their energy. They pull back that connection that you guys work so hard to do. And then they do this. They pull back and then they make you feel like what? That you're not good enough or you're hard to love somehow. No, that's just some form of psychological manipulation, So this one, I'll get this one, right? Which isn't a bad thing if you're just looking to hook up. But if this comes in and then the person is telling you they want something serious along with some of the other cards that are coming out, tongue twisted, then you know that there's a problem. So see, these guys, I don't know if it's because they have like mother issues, they didn't grow up with a father, they grew up maybe with a hyper masculine father, or maybe an absent father, or maybe the mother wasn't there, didn't validate them. I don't know what the deal is, but it looks like men are attracted to women, but they don't like women because if they liked women, then they would treat them with respect. They would enjoy their company. They would actually put time into thinking, planning what they want to do with them. Like what activities they want to do throughout the week. They'd actually like put thought into getting to know you and all that stuff, all that nice old-fashioned stuff, right? That has been forgotten, and it's unfortunate. Look at this one. Oh, I almost forgot. This one's another one. Many options, which again is fine if you guys want an open relationship. But if the guy is saying they want something serious, but then this card comes out, then you know that that's not serious, right? This says many options. So many options is not monogamous. I don't know if they got the memo, right? Oh my goodness, yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been observing lately. I don't think men actually, value and appreciate women. They're attracted to them, but I don't think they like them. And that's sad. Because if they looked at women instead as a competition, and they're like, wow, I want to have a companion. I want to grow with someone. I would love to create prosperity with my beloved, right? If they had that mindset, then they could build with each other. The woman helps the man in the spirit. The woman protects the man in the spirit world. The man protects the woman in the physical world. And once you both know that is how it works, everything falls into place and everyone appreciates one another. But it's turned into this competitive, I'm better than you, you're using me, what am I gonna get, transactional, whatever, then you lose sight of the beauty of a union with someone. So good luck with the dating world, because there is nothing out there. So yeah, all right. So with that said, I'm going to start a love reading for the month of June. It's June 10th. And so we're going to start a collective reading for love. Okay, first card to come out. Runner. Somebody's running away from the relationship. Speak of the devil. Somebody's running away from you, collective. Right? They're afraid of being intimate. They're afraid of getting close to you. They've been listening to their ego, their pride, maybe some friends, and they're like, I'm out of here. I can't do this. I mean, it sucks to be them, but this is the weird thing. Plot twist. They're obsessed with you. They keep on looking at your pictures. They're looking at your videos if you have social media. They are obsessed with you, and they're wishing. They're reminiscing past memories. This looks like somebody from the past. And they're like, God damn it. They're worried now. You know why they're worried? They're worried because they know that you're dating. They know that you're dating and that you're going to meet somebody, right? So they're planning something to get you back. But yet they're running. Make it make sense. How are they running? It's like they're running, but they want to like hold on to you just for a moment, just to have you, and then they could continue doing whatever it is they want to do. I don't know. If that's what you want, go for it. Power to you. If not, this is the warning, okay? So yeah, I see you dating now. I see you moving on from this runner situation. I feel like something is closing. A chapter is closing. You're closing a chapter. Look at this, see? You're the phoenix. The phoenix rising. I see that you were mirroring one another. And now this person is reflecting on what was done in the relationship in the past, or how they treated you. They might want to ask you out. They're hoping they can meet with you like spontaneously, like coincidentally. They're hoping that, but what they don't see is that you've been ascending, you've been raising your vibration. So that's why you guys haven't been able to like connect, because they're still in the lower vibration and they're hoping to meet you in the 3D world without working on their inner selves. And you keep on working on your inner self, so you keep on vibrating higher, and he's hoping he could just bump into you at a coffee shop. Yeah, so this person is reminiscing at old pictures. You know, they're looking at like memories from the past. and they are getting clarity and truth over their treatment towards you. They realize that they treated you awfully, like really bad. I'm seeing there was an empath narcissist type of dynamic, and I feel like you or the other person, I'm feeling strongly it was you because you're ascending, that you put your boundaries down and walked away. They might have some form of codependent addiction, attachment. It could be obsession, control, a blockage, right? In this person's healing. So they need to go within to heal. I feel like they've been avoiding it with these addictions. They've been avoiding it. They've been trying to escape from their heartbreak for their behavior towards you, collective. But I feel like there's a cycle closing because you're moving on. There's a cycle closing here. The butterfly. Look at this. Moving into the next phase. Healing the inner child growth. So yeah, you're moving in and you're gonna meet your soulmate. So this could have been some form of like a twin flame type of energy, and so I feel like that cycle's over. I feel like now what's coming in is a soulmate. Your soulmate's coming in. Okay? This other person made you feel hard to love. This person was emotionally unavailable. Made you feel not good enough. They would give you the hot and cold. They'd want to talk to you and then disappear. I feel like they got a lot of information from people that they know. And then, for some time you were chasing them, and then you were like, yeah, I'm done. And then you released it. So I feel like someone new is coming in, collective, for you. Somebody who will appreciate you and value you, and they will be very attracted to you and just be smitten. That's the word I was thinking. They're going to be smitten by you. None of this immature, low vibrational crap. Okay? Many of you were dating. Be lighthearted. All right, what else for the collective? What else? Okay. All right, what do we need to hear for the collective? Look at this. So many of you are making healthy choices, going to the gym, working out, eating well, loving life. I'm hearing traveling, giving yourself that self-care, that self-love, just being happy. I feel like many of you put your own needs aside, and now it's like, oh my goodness, paradise time. Now it's time to travel, find your own joy, happiness, just having a good time. Look at that. And dating, you guys are dating, right? Point is, you're getting a soulmate. Soulmate's coming in for you, collective. All right, tell me about this new soulmate coming in for the collective. Heart with a key. Some of you welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, and getting together. So many of you are meeting the one, okay? After dealing with like this snake energy. No offense to snakes, I love snakes, and this person's going to give you a call, and they are going to be passionate. They're going to give you a call. You guys are going to be talking, and it's going to be amazing. Yep. What else, collective? What does the collective need to know for love? You're going to get clarity, truth about this person. Okay? All right. I'm seeing You follow your intuition. Your intuition is coming in here. You're going through a new phase, a renewal, some form of transportation. Some of you, I said transportation. I meant transformation, but some of you may be traveling, or they may be traveling. I'm also getting the message that this new person is gonna come in and they're gonna be very healed. They're gonna be very healed. They're gonna be very healed. They've transformed within. They've grown, and they probably, I'm feeling like they dealt with a similar situation that you did. So you guys are gonna connect in that way. But I'm seeing that this person has also worked on their inner unhealed wounds and their addictions, and things of that nature. And they've grown and worked on changing their perspective and transformed in their mind. You're getting the truth and clarity over your past situation, and you're moving on. You're closing out a cycle. You're moving on to the soulmate who is deserving of you. You don't give your energy, you don't get any energy. Okay? Your light is precious. See, heartbroken wants to come out. Somebody's heartbroken. So you might want to wait with this soulmate situation. If it's too soon, you might want to talk to some of your friends. Wow. What came out? A twin flame came out. Twin flame. Nobody was talking about twin flames here, and that one just flew right out. Okay, so now there's a third person here. So we have a past person, a new person, soulmate, and now this true twin flame coming in with something serious. Shocker. They want to date you. They want to take you somewhere. They want to date you, and they want to take you somewhere. You guys are traveling somewhere. They want to ask you out for some coffee or tea. Oh, yeah, so just be mindful. Pay attention to the signs. But I'm saying you might have a few options. Follow your intuition, okay, dearies? All right. You guys might go on a boat. Why am I getting a boat? Yes, they want to talk. Dating. Yup, you guys might even hook up. Yeah. Be careful with this person from the past, because they're popping their head in. They might want to come in knowing that you're talking to somebody else. So be mindful of that, okay? So look, many of you healing from a cheater. So take your time. Take your time. Don't rush into something. You know, connect with your friends. Connect with your heal. Go within. Don't just jump into something else if you're still healing your heart from a betrayal. Looks like somebody cheated on someone. Somebody wasn't being real. They were wearing a mask. Okay, this person was a narcissist. They want to pop their head into the reading. Trying to go into the future, into better, not the past. Okay, but look, it's over. It's over because you're choosing better. So the Grim Reaper's here. Grim Reaper's here. Cycle's over. The past is over. Now you're making new choices. Healthy eating. Healthy, you're loving yourself, you're mothering yourself, and that's what you do. All right? This person's going to try to come back and to sabotage what you have with this new person. So be very, very careful. Yeah, they're going to want to try to sabotage this stability that this new person's going to bring in. This new person's going to bring security, stability, growth. They're going to be understanding. You guys are going to travel. I'm seeing, like, I heard Florida Keys. I'm here, palm trees, Hawaii, places like that. And they're going to want to come in to get you all confused and questioning whether or not you should have let go of the past. Of course you did. If you closed that, if you ended it, that's it. Stay true to your decision. Move on. You learned the lesson. That was the karmic lesson. You move forward into something better. And it's coming in. And your ex is going to come back to try to mess that up. And there is also a twin flame coming in as well. So you might have a few options. So good luck, my dearies. Any other thing? Any other energy? Yeah, somebody's obsessed looking at your photos. There's somebody here with some addiction. Yeah, somebody is emotionally void and unavailable. Yeah, that one came out twice and you're like, I'm done. The death card came out and you're dating. Yep. You're dating, you're done with this narcissistic, self-absorbed tendencies from these individuals. Yeah. So be mindful, follow your intuition, do your meditations, do connect to source, and you should be okay, depending on what you choose. You know, make sure nobody drags you along as an option. You're nobody's option, okay? All right, yeah, love is coming in. Look at that. Love, paradise. Look at this. So you're healing the inner child. You're going into the next phase. Relationship evolving. That means that you are evolving. You put your boundaries. You put your expectations. Now you're going into better. Because you're not going to take anything less than what you're deserving of. Look at that. This person's going to propose. This person wants something serious. This person might not be your usual type. Cupid's arrows coming in to help you heal and help you see beyond your usual type. It's not what you want, it's what is best for you. It's what the universe wants that's best for you. Yeah. This person really likes you. And you're learning from the past. They're going to want something serious. All right, dearies, I'm going to leave it with that. Yeah, be safe, follow your intuition. And that is the energy for the love reading for June collective. I'll come back in a couple of weeks to do an update. Look at that. Wow. See? And I'm going to leave it with this. It says, Dragonfly, be lighthearted, dating, adapt, change, heal. Okay, from being an option, being dragged along, keys on a string, right? That was a lesson. You were mirroring with that runner-chaser dynamic. And now you're coming in, Phoenix risen, with this new individual. It's going to have a lot of passion, a lot of abundance. You guys are going to have a spiritual connection as well. Look at this. Abundance and ascending came out. You see? And you are cutting, you're breaking, you're axing everything that no longer serves you. You're just not tolerant. You're not even entertaining it. And this person, unfortunately, is in their feelings for their behavior. Bendito. Pobrecito. Pobrecito. Boo-hoo. Okay. But you know what? Everything has a consequence, good or bad. You see, you love them, and they stabbed you in the back. And look. And that's the ending of that. See? Why? Fooling around. You see? And now their mistakes are going through their mind over and over and over again like a cassette tape. And they're going to have to sit back and watch you happy with somebody that actually is deserving of you and appreciates and values you. So keep that in mind, collective. And that is all I'm going to say about that. I hope you enjoyed your love reading for June, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the month. Like and subscribe to my channel, and peace, love, and blessings.